bloodshed. All roads leads to the same point eventually. Couple of plants, not that I need them, but I like to loot them, so I can later on sell it if I want to. I provide the citizens of Khorinis with lots of supplies, because I cannot take them along anyways, you know. I'm thinking about after this, will I either go Risen 2, which I still have to do, because I beat it Risen 1 on the first path, or will I go to Gothic 3, and I think I will go to Risen 2, but I'm not quite sure. For one, you know, will it stream correctly without lag issues and whatnot? Hey Filippo, what's up brother? How have you been doing, Mage? Or will I go to Gothic 3? Because the thing is, if in Risen 2, I barely know that game, so that will be a kind of a blind playthrough. Gothic 3 in particular, I know, you know, like on my thumb. I know that game pretty darn well. So, you know, the smarter choice would be... What do you want, mate? Don't let me kick your ass. I can kick your ass, but I don't want to kill you. So the smarter thing would be for me, you know, to go to Gothic 3. No, I am currently going to Quarhodron and summon him, you know, get all those questions, and then I can go into the temple, which is going to be interesting. Because I'm not quite sure if I remember all the answers correctly. And in the temple itself, if I make the wrong choices, I'm gonna end up dead. So we'll see. You know, it's going to be very hard in the hardcore challenge to actually do that part. But we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer. Tobeo. Now I have to summon Quarhodron, and then I can kill Raven.
Nothing to be had there.
Let me grab a torch. Dexterity. But what is up, Filippo? How have you been doing, mate? I will not use crossbow, but you know, the downside of magical enhanced crossbows is the fact that you need arrows or quarrels and actually to fire those. So if you use them up, just sell them. They're good gold. Normally I do that, but since it's crossbow, I don't need crossbow. I don't use crossbow, so I will just sell it instantly. Alright, so let's summon Quarhodron.
Thorol, appear to me Quarhodron, ancient leader of the warrior caste.
Right, so let's save.
Why do you disturb my rest, Guardian? Tell me, what do you desire?
Grant me access to the Temple of Adanos.
Grant me...
The temple will remain closed for all eternity. Thus did we in the council decide.
Another boring day at college. I can understand that one. Someone has forced his way into the temple of Adanos.
Nonsense. I myself sealed the door. It is impossible to pass.
Indeed.
The land is afflicted with earthquakes.
There is nothing left for us to do. The wrath of Adanos has fallen upon Jharkendar to punish the unbelievers.
The praised wisdom of the ancestors is truly
A
overwhelming.
man of your standing does not speak to me thus. I cannot free myself of the impression that you are not the one you pretend to be. If you require my aid, you must first prove yourself to me. Answer my questions, so that I may be sure that I do not reveal myself to strangers.
Alright, fire away.
Ask away.
I am Quarhodron, the old warlord of Jharkendar. You have woken me. To which caste of Jharkendar do you belong?
1 second, guys. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? The Guardians of the Dead.
The abilities of a guardian of the dead would have allowed you to waken me, that is true. If you are truly the one you claim to be, you will be able to answer all of my questions. Except for one. Who once protected the people of Jharkendar from enemy attacks?
The Warrior Caste.
Who can give me a direct order?
The Priests.
The priest.
Who brought the evil upon us?
The Warrior Caste.
The war.
Who has the final word in the Council of Five?
The Scholars.
The s-
Who alleviates suffering?
I
and
think.
attends
I
to
could be
the
wrong. Could be wrong. The Healers.
The
Who sealed the portal to guard the world from evil?
And there's no way I could know that.
I don't.
Good. I trust you.
Got them all right
Grant you my aid.
in one go. And give me the key to the Temple of
Now
Adanos.
look, if you don't let me into the temple right now, it will probably be too late and everything will go down the drain.
That cannot be. The High Priest Cardiman and I are the only ones in Jharkendar who know how to open the gate to Adanos' temple.
Well, then your pal Cardamon must have blabbed. I'm telling you the gate was open. I saw it myself.
Well, there is truth in your voice. I shall no longer doubt your word.
I should hope so.
Take, then, the password. It is written on this stone tablet. Speak the words at the sealed gate of the temple, and it will open. My time is done. Alas, I can no longer help you. But remember, beware the chambers of Adanos, else your death is certain.
Wait, what about the chambers?
My strength is failing. Farewell. We shall meet again in the realm of the dead.
Now open this chest. Nope. Alright, so let's go to Saturas and Myxir. Myxir for the whole spirit summoning thing. Tell him that it worked. And Saturas for the final relic of the Temple of the Desert. Also known as the Temple of the Priests or Scholars, either one of them. I think Scholars. And Myxir, Uriordian. Where's Myxir? Oh, there he is. I have talked to Quarhodron.
Then you were really able to waken him from the realm of the dead? That's unbelievable. I am more and more amazed by these builders. Who knows what they could have achieved if they still existed today? What did the ghost say?
He gave me something that will let me get into the Temple of Adanos.
Then go straight to Saturas. He will certainly be interested in what you have to say.
My Saturas. About the relics.
What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
This piece was lying in a large building in a deep ravine.
That was the library of the ancient people. Apparently a tablet of the scholars. Many of the scripts we have found can be traced to the leader of the caste of scholars. Curiously enough, he did not leave his own name behind anywhere. Here is some gold as a reward. Now we have collected all the relics we need.
The problem, by the way, with the temple gate is solved.
Has the spirit spoken?
Yes, he has.
Then you know how to get into the temple.
Correct. And he also told me what is in the temple. He spoke of a mighty sword and the chambers of Adanos.
By Adanos, what fools we are. How could we have been so naive? The hints in the records. This sword can only be the claw of Beliar. We must get through those chambers as soon as possible and take possession of the weapon.
What exactly is the claw of Beliar?
It is the incarnation of evil. Beliar himself created it. Whoever bears it possesses a terrible tool of destruction. The more powerful the bearer is, the mightier the power of the claw. Only someone who is strong of spirit and steadfast in his faith can withstand its spell. Now it is clear to me why the builders sealed off this valley. They brought this weapon of evil into their city and fell under its power. These arrogant fools destroyed one another out of greed. The cruelty knew no end until Adanos' wrath swept across the land and sank everything into the sea. Indeed, the creators of the portal did well to hide these things from the rest of the world. And what a tragic end for such a wonderful culture. Do you realize the urgency of our mission now? Raven is a strong fighter and is blinded by his lust for power. In his hand, the claw will be an instrument of destruction. He must not get the weapon, or we shall all be lost.
But what are the chambers of Adanos?
We now know that the entrance is not the only obstacle that prevents us from entering the depths of the temple. In the temple itself, there are 3 chambers which are meant to deter all intruders. The colored relics of the builders are the key. Only if we gather all the relics and solve their riddles will we enter the inner sanctum of the temple. I don't know whether Raven was able to decipher the riddles of the temple, but if that is the case, we have a big problem.
But what exactly should I do with the relics inside the temple?
We know too little. However, it is to be hoped that you'll recognize their significance once you're in the temple.
Not
I'm
really.
sorry that I can't tell you more. It's all up to you now. Take the relics and make your way immediately to the temple. May Adanos be merciful and protect us all. Perhaps it is not yet too late.
Perhaps not.
May Adanos protect you.
Alright, so let's take care of Raven, and then I'm gonna get myself a sandwich because I'm hungry. The bandits.
Akantar.
Now here goes nothing, guys. If you do this wrong, you will die. So make sure you prepare to save beforehand. Now let's see if I can remember what it was. I know it was first the people. Then the spikes. And then the light. I've got that one correctly. I think that the people stands for Adanos. The spike stands for Beliar, I think. And the light stands for Innos, but I could be wrong. I know how to go inside here, at least I think. Let me first take care of I'm gonna make sure I get everything here. Now if you go in either of these chambers, there will be loot in some of these locations, but you will most likely die at all of them. So only take the correct path, don't become greedy, because greed is the thing that will get you killed in the end. Alright, so let me save again. I'm gonna save quite often with these trials. Yep, this is the correct one. Otherwise spikes would have already erected from the ground. And the third trial is really easy.
Wait a minute.
My spirit has been held captive for eternity. At last I am free.
Well, my memory was
The
good.
sword has a new bearer.
That's a good thing to know.
Final
What ate me in
chamber has been
hardcore run,
opened.
eventually.
But the gate appears closed.
This is not the gate to the final chamber. This gate merely leads to the antechamber. The bearer has closed it behind him.
How do I open the gate?
How do
Move one of the levers.
anyone?
All of these levers open the gate.
Not all of these levers trigger the trap, right?
Not
Yes, they do.
Your father built the trap, so how the hell would you know how it works?
Quarhodron. I can still hear the pounding of the hammers on the other side of the gate. After so long a time, the sword showed me revenge for my failure.
You mean you have seen which lever is the right one?
I have long forgotten it.
Then guess.
Then get
It was so long ago.
Now if you just say, you know, fuck him, I'm gonna not trigger any of these. Every one of them triggers the trap, so you have to make sure
Hey, you-
work with this
If you
guy.
have the strength, sink it in the depths of the sea.
I want a murky mushroom, thank you.
Nothing there.
Nothing to be had there.
Now the battle. Let's eat these murky mushrooms, see if I can get mana. Most likely that I can. Already consumed quite a bit. There we go. You can also, if you are a apprentice of Constantino, you can give them to Constantino the Alchemist. But I recommend just eat them all. Whether you will use mana or you don't. Free mana is always nice. Final trial begins.
Hey, you!
Look who has come. My master warned me that Innos would send his henchmen. But I had not expected that you would appear so soon. Well, since you were so quick, I shall give you a quick death.
Hey Angelino, what is up, brother? You sold your soul to Beliar.
For a good price. I will command his armies as a general. And what about you? Do you know how much your soul is worth?
I'm only doing what has to be done.
Listen to him. You have sent me a humble servant, Innos.
Are you so sure that I'm a servant of Innos?
What? What are you saying?
Don't you consider it possible that I could be a servant of Adanos?
Nonsense.
Maybe I also serve Beliar, or only myself.
Well, in that case, you are not even a worthy opponent for me.
I've had it. Let us begin.
I've had it. Let us begin.
Are you in such a hurry to die?
This is gonna be child's play,
Since you insist.
most likely. See? I'm gonna get myself a sandwich, guys. Right, I'm back. I'm gonna get myself, you know, make me sandwich. I will do that mine here. But, you know, normally it's way harder. But my character's so OP. Because of the fact, you know, that I've got 120 strength. Well, 129, almost 130. And due to the fact that I'm wearing a 220 damage weapon. But normally it's way harder. But that's the beauty of Heights of Power. If you do this stuff right, it's going to be child's play. And that's one of the things that vanilla Gothic doesn't have. You know, whether you do a lot of quests or a little amount of quests, you will never be so OP. But the game is also quite a lot easier without Heights of Power. So imagine this stats with vanilla Gothic and you one hit him, most likely. What a powerful battle that was, guys. Not really. Was a bit too easy. Alright, I'm gonna continue playing, but I'm gonna eat myself a quick sandwich, so I will have my mic muted for a second, you know, so that you guys don't hear me nom nom nom. There's a sandwich with peanut butter, so I will continue playing, but it will be like, I don't know, 5 minutes, something like that, without commentary. So 1 second, guys, be right back.
Hey, you! I did it. Raven is finished.
That means you've given Beliar a swift kick. Then you'll be moving on.
My job in this valley is done. I could use a few days' rest.
Yeah, you're constantly on the move, aren't you? Have a good journey.
Who knows? Maybe we'll run into each other again.
Who knows? There will be lots of gates and passages for you to go through. And you're bound to find me on one of them.